What's something everyone needs to be reminded? Nobody thinks about you nearly as much as they do themselves. Frees you to be yourself. Helping people or being generous should not automatically mean to expect a return. Time will pass whether you do nothing or you do something, so you might as well do something. Edit. Thank you for being generous and taking the time to consider my comment. Control what you can control. This one is for all my people living with constant anxiety. Drink water, dude. Stop using data at home. You will die eventually and it probably will not be of embarrassment, so sometimes worry less and take a chance on things. Also, you can learn far better from failure than from success. Make sure to take that away when you do lose. A few nice words can go a very long way. Cashews come from a fruit. Believe in yourself. It's never too late to become what you might have been. Healing is a process, but it's the most rewarding feeling in the end. That mental illness explains a behavior but doesn't excuse it. Mental illness or trauma is not a valid excuse to be forgiven for toxic behavior. Edit. Thanks for the silver and gold. For those saying, I have this or that and you don't understand what it's like. I'm diagnosed with BPD, PTSD, OCD and SAD. When I was less self-aware, I fell back on blaming my mental illness and the childhood trauma that caused them. But toxic behavior is still toxic behavior. Just because someone victimized me as a kid doesn't give me a free pass to lash out and hurt others and for it to be forgiven, overlooked because, oh, she's got, insert mental illness. Stay humble, plan ahead and never let opportunity pass you by. Right, L2, down, R1, left, left, R1, L1, L2, L1 kills yourself on Vice City. Please don't drink and drive. Every day 29 people are killed in the United States involving an alcohol-impaired driver. Do not let your choices take others' lives away. That we judge others by their actions, and ourselves by our intentions. It's okay to make mistakes. We are all human and are not perfect. We can learn from our mistakes. Mother's Day is this Sunday. Edit. US. Mother's Day, Turkey Mother's Day, and Canada Mother's Day, as well as many other countries. People don't have to take the advice you give them even if they asked for it. Use sunscreen. You're probably luckier than you think you are. Stop texting and driving. That this post seems to be giving away free Reddit gold. No one fucking cares. Cancel that one subscription you singed up for free before it charges you. To switch your refrigerator filter. Edit. The water filter. This too shall pass. Remember, the bad times won't last forever, so don't get too hung up on them. But also, the good times will pass too, so remember to mail the most of them. You survived 100% of your worst days. We must never forget that Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Your ass is looking damn fine today. That lever on the left of the steering column is your turn signal. Use it. 1. There's a real-life person behind each post, comment and message, and while you only think about how clever you are for insulting them for a second, they think about how much it hurt for much longer. 2. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Edit. My first gold shocked face, thank you lovely Anon. Edit. 2. Holy hell in a hand basket, my first platinum 2. I love you guys. You shouldn't waste money even if you're rich ass. I've been seeing a lot of gold trains lately. That people, and the world, is not nearly as bad as it is made out to be. Be kind. With all the bullshit going on, with school shootings, mental health issues, and just frightening climate change, remember to be kind to people. It can have a wonderful effect on them. And you. Edit. My first gold, thank you very much. That you need to invest for your future. Retirement can be a blessing but also a curse if you don't have money. Get some sleep. It ain't all about you. Spend time with your loved ones, tomorrow isn't promised. 1. That when you spread hope to others, you give hope to yourself in the end. 2. Being responsible does not mean being miserable, but it does mean that you are aware of what the consequences might be and accept them. 3. That being genuine with people is something everyone will appreciate and help you realize who you are. This does not mean being in a hole in what you say, but speaking truthfully from your perspective in an amicable manner. 4. That pursuing truth comes at the price of comfort of what you thought was true. 5. That being kind does not mean putting up with people who are cruel. It is politely reminding people of how flawed we are all and thus demands gentleness in judgment. 6. That being a human being means you are subject to change and should try to adapt to it as you live. 7. Being a good person does not entail being entirely kind but knowing when to be stern and when to be gentle. 8. That by actively trying to improve yourself, you inevitably help change those who love you to be better. 9. Youth should be enjoyed but should not be relied on for continued enjoyment. Passions and love changes its form over time to help you pursue the best things in life as a whole, not a specific time period of it. 10. Be truthful to anyone and everyone as much as you can be. Bonus: humility is the greatest indicator of individual ability as well as character. Edit: my goodness. My first Reddit gold. I am very thankful. Thank you ever so much, kind stranger. Nobody laid on their deathbed wishing they worked more. Make time for the people and things outside of work that are important to you. Enjoy life. We don't care how much time we get. Wash your hands. Common sense. That you can disagree peacefully. If you're in the emergency room and waiting a long time, you're going to be fine. The goes by most critical to least critical. It does not go by who got there first, who's been waiting longer, etc. If you come in, get triaged, wait 2 hours, and somebody comes in, and is in a room in 15 minutes, they're in worse shape than you. Sit back and wait. You are loved. Hey you, yeah you that's reading this. I love you. To spend your time with your so every time you have the chance. Don't be late to realize the value of that time after it's gone. That Reddit should not be taken seriously. Musical note, always look on the bright side of life. Musical note. Thanks for watching. What would be your response? Leave it in the comments and see what the others say. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.